Hey, YouTube! We are back with episode 18 of our Luthor Harkon playthrough, playing Total Warhammer 2, modded with SFO Grimhammer, and I think so. We had just assaulted the Galleon's graveyard with 3 of our armies against one, looks like the full garrison, the fully upgraded garrison, decent army up here, and then they're starting another army down here. And I think I decided to just I'm just gonna go ahead and auto resolve this fight. It looks like the only things I'm gonna lose are some lower tier units. Yeah, I'll lose a deck gunner, but I can always get that back pretty quick. And I think this army just loses some deck hands, and this army loses some guns, which I can again also re-recruit. Not a tragedy. It's gonna be a Pyrrhic victory.
The lust is upon me. Let's fight!
Yeah, it did deal some significant damage to us. However, the prize...
Don't mind us.
The prize is the Galleon's graveyard. And
Admiral of the fleet.
it's a severely weakened Count Noctilus, but we get to keep the Galleon's graveyard, which actually can recruit the deck droppers or the deck gunners immediately. Yeah, so it only dropped 1 tier. So the only thing that we're not able to recruit, which we're going to recruit later, or rather build later, is the Wreck of the Heldenhammer so that we can get Necrofex Colossi. I think the AI just naturally built the Great Altar of Necrarchs instead of this, for whatever reason. But yeah, we're going to get that. Do not really need the Buccaneers Tavern because that's more of a public order building. So I'm going to get rid of that. And we're instead going to build the Pirate Hall, which is going to increase the sacking, the loot from the income from sacking settlements. And it's also going to give us hero capacity increases for all heroes. And hero ranks for all heroes, which is going to be significantly better. Excuse me, I got something in my throat today. So we'll go with that.
Vampire of the waves.
So now let's go ahead and work our way through leveling up whoever needs leveled up. So let's stick her on a rotting Promethean.
All bones on deck.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could use another gun. Or well, his thing is going to be all about melee. So we could do a couple of these guys instead. This army lost a lot of its guns. So we can give some deck droppers to round out that army. We'll throw another deck dropper in there because we're going to use that deck dropper. Slot.
The sea brings death.
And for you, we're gonna have to go back to the mainland to revive back to the Pox Marsh.
Master.
This is for the best. Move, scum!
So we'll start making her way back.
Darkness comes.
These 2 armies should
Fall
revive.
in, deckhands.
Fleet captain reporting.
For you, we're gonna go, let's see, we know that he's, yeah, Count Noctilus is up here and he's down to a single place, so he's going to be in a desperate situation. But we're gonna go over here and we're gonna be trying to figure out just how expansive Skaven Blight is. I'm not gonna mess with that, but our infamy just shot up, so we only have a little bit of ways to go before our next sea shanty challenge there. So that's good. So we'll hold off on, we'll not do any of that. Settlements can be upgraded.
Luthor Harkon.
Let's see your ratings. We'll leave you to your rating. Let's see. Maybe we wanna. Let's see. You're making 19. Seems like you're probably gonna be the most profitable for us. And then we'll throw palisades in there so that you can't get yourself murdered too quick, and we'll put some growth into here so that we can get this up to tier 5 as quick as possible. Like that. You'll come back here to the Pox Marsh.
Master.
We're probably going to be able to recruit some Necrofex Colossi off of that.
Admiral of the fleet.
You're getting upgraded. Or rather, you're raiding because we're going to start working our way up north into Skeggy territory. Or should we go to the elves and start raiding them? What's their strength?
I will grant you the respect.
The elves are weak because they're getting raided by the dark elves, so if we help them out, that would make us a pretty penny. And maybe we want to stay away from this whole Skeggy thing.
I thirst. Dropping.
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
We've got a non-aggression pact with them, so let's stick to not raiding them for now. Yeah, because they're already ticked at us for raiding and trespassing, so let's leave Skeggy alone.
Enter then. Are you up?
We'll go after the High Elves, though their power rating is much lower than ours. And how long do we have? 10 turns. Okay. Not bad. Got a Pirate Cove in Lothar, and we're probably going to be able to get a few Pirate Coves here or there. But it looks like the High Elves are not long for this world at this point. Yeah, Nagaron is completely overpowering them, so as long as I stay on Malekith's good side. Broken treaties with Clan Scryer, so he's actually made an arrangement with Clan Scryer. Hopefully, though, it's more important. He might have had them in the past. He's only got 2, so he doesn't care that we're at war with Clan Scryer. He might care if we start attacking them aggressively. So what we'll try to do is we'll try to leave Clan Scryer alone for now. We'll let's let Nagaron do its thing over here. And I think so we've got the military alliance with Clan Pestilence. Yeah, the Dread Fleet is basically doomed. Yeah, there it goes. Dread Fleet destroyed. More than likely by the Empire's efforts. So now Clan Scryer is in a much weaker position. So I doubt... Oh, looks like Clan Pestilence took out the last of the Lizardmen. Gun lines, because we are guns.
Harbinger of doom.
So they took that. They're probably gonna. Oh, they took out the dwarves too. So they're infesting this whole area of the map, and then we'll work their way up north this way, and maybe go after Skeggy. And we're fine with that. I will let
Blood
them
and plunder.
do what they want to Skeggy.
Get shambling! Get going!
Luthor Harkon.
I'm far more interested.
Let us raid! Full speed ahead! Birthing!
I'm far more interested in rebuilding
What is your demand?
these kind of decimated
My
armies
mind rages.
and going over here and doing some raiding on what remains of the High Elves at this point.
Yes?
Gillian's Graveyard. Let's make sure to build a Pirate Hall.
The galleon awaits!
You're recruiting there.
Orders.
You're reviving yourself there.
Avast! Wave treading.
We'll have you make landfall over here and start looking around, see what's going on.
Time to go. Captain, on deck. On my way.
So it's up here somewhere, that one treasure that we need to find. I'm not gonna use any infamy. How's my infamy? Okay, so it is actually we can check it in the research in the technology tab. It is increasing by 200 each turn. Good. So it's gonna keep creeping up slowly but surely.
Landfolk are weak.
So all we need to do now, complete this building, which is going to unite his mind, become the most infamous pirate, so that we can awaken Aminar. And that'd pretty much be it. Then we are the most terrifying thing on the seas. So it's only a matter of time before we get that going. Oh, looks like they destroyed these pirates that I had declared war on them a while back to destroy that one rogue Skaven faction. And it looks like Clan Pestilence took them out. So good on you, Clan Pestilence. Wonder where they're heading. Weapon strength, rampage, and melee attack.
Hear me. As you were. Navigating.
Admiral of the fleet. It shall be done.
My madness is not weakness.
Follow, shipmates.
We got those ships heading that way.
All set. Undead raiders.
You're just about finished.
Standing by.
I feel like I could speed up that process a bit by just recruiting some new units, but I need some money. Luckily, you're just about to be ready to start digging for treasure. Let's see, where is it? It rises from a nun's ferment like a tooth, unfettered from a yarning maw, and this fang's crown may be worth more than mere gold.
Salty blood. Off deck! Move! I'll lash the stragglers.
It's gonna be around here somewhere.
Drown them!
Yep, there it is. Great Horde. Oh, I think it glitched.
Privateer!
Yeah, we dug the treasure, but it seems to have glitched. in that we didn't receive, like we were able to dig the great, what's it called, the Hoard of Great Treasure may be received. Well, that's unfortunate. But it happens sometimes, especially as you go on with these campaigns. So for now, they will have to sit there and heal for a little bit while we get up to go up this red line. I was gonna go for a lightning strike, but I think the red line right now is more important. Let's see, you're a caster. So let's give you some missile resistance so you don't get shot too badly. She'll be ready as soon as he's done recruiting and can move towards Lothern potentially. Maybe deeper into here. Do they really only have like these 4?
I despise you.
They've got 12, so they still have a decent amount of territory. Looks like, yeah, in the back, in the northern parts, looks like they probably came up through here somewhere and like attacked, or they came down here and it was recaptured by the High Elves. Either way,
Serve for eternity.
we're going to be grabbing it back. Or doing some damage, rather. We'll see if maybe the High Elves can push them back. Or maybe I'll just, nah. Thinking about saying screw it and going to war with Skiggy after all. But breaking that non-aggression pact makes all of the AI ticked at me. Yeah, Clan Pestilence has one hell of a presence. Really hope that there isn't going to be an issue with the United Mind, with the United Mind quest completion, since we had an issue with the quest completion of that treasure. I've got a non-aggression pact, but they seem to be inching towards me here.
Something.
Let's see. Let's go down here, go to maintenance.
The Empire.
Could probably take out the freebooters at Port Royal without too much difficulty. Yeah, let's do it.
Attack the curse. Prepare for the hoax.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be too difficult to get rid of these guys. We'll send the Mornghouls. They don't have anything that moves too quickly. We'll send the Mornghouls, the Rotting Prometheans, potentially even the Animated Hulks kind of around the sides to take out these, while the cannons and the mortars do the rest of the work, along with the deck gunners and handgunners. I don't think we'll get a Pyrrhic victory out of this. We just gotta pay attention to this here. So this is a bit of a rise. If we put all our guns back here, they're actually not going to be able to shoot over the slight lip. So we have to put them kind of in front of this crater in the middle so that they can shoot through the crater. And then we just got to end up, you know, keeping an eye on the flanks a little bit. Let's...
Fleet
They
captain!
both have arcane conduit.
Orders!
See if I can gamble this up a little bit. Nice.
Enemies, whale!
Okay. So are the Morn Ghouls. I don't think they had any spear units. No. So the Morn Ghouls will sit over here. Set these guys up like that. We'll set these two on the flanks. On the one side, we'll send the rotting Prometheans over here. We'll have deckhands and animated hulks on this flank. We'll have the last.
Undead.
We'll have the last two deckhands there.
Get me close!
Well, these two will go up in front. They'll catch anybody that kind of makes it around. And I don't think we'll have any issue with. We'll have to move our cannons up forward a little bit. The mortars will have no trouble. So we'll probably have the mortars focus. Let's see, mortars, cannons. Great cannons have the high. These are anti-infantry specifically, so we'll have these mortars focus down one and then the other cannon. While our cannons
Deckhands!
are slowly going to move their way. We'll set up the deck gunners. We'll have the deck gunners set up like this, with our two guys there. We'll have the cannons like that. So they're sitting right on the edge there. Let's get rid of their mortars. We'll have you set up here. You set up right next to them. You can set up like that. The rotting Prometheans right here. And we'll make sure all of our guns are set to not run away.
Wolves and flames!
Let's have them start shooting. Yeah, the cannons need a little bit more time to get closer.
Midnight Raider! They shall fall! Powers of the dead! Fleet Captain!
Gunner.
Fleet Captain! Giant!
Let's make sure they're shooting at new targets here.
Save my sword!
Oop, I got caught in a bit of a Kraken's pull there. Let's see if some of our guys can help out a little bit.
My cutlass, sir! Gunners! I don't object!
Oh, my running Prometheans routed away. Yeah, that was my mistake. I kind of let them wander off too much on themselves. I should have let the enemy come a little bit closer so that I can bombard them. They don't have the hugest damage output. Their whole thing is kind of just surviving for as long as possible. So pretty much these guys took them out when I was focused on another one of them. I think this one.
Another victory!
Revive there.
The seas are mine!
We got the gunnery mob handguns the black spot. And a great horde map.
Admiral of the fleet!
So let's go ahead and let's see. Lucky Charm.
The crew are restless.
Luthor Harkon.
Really want to know what these guys are thinking at this point. Because they're not going to get anything out of that besides getting murdered. Let's go with hard to hit.
Admiral of the fleet.
And for you, eventually immortality next turn. But this turn, let's say ghastly. To increase melee
Darkness
defense.
comes.
I hear voices.
Vampire of the waves. Plotting a course. No. Navigating.
I mean, if they knew anything about Luthor Harkon.
All bones on deck.
Let's see. The black spot. Anti-large aquatic. Charge defense against large foes hybrid. So they have a little bit of melee attack and the chaos cavalry bane ability from SFO, but mostly they've got a little bit of anti-large strength, so they can kind of take a charge from cavalry and be relatively okay. But I think their main thing is going to be that armor piercing ranged damage, which is slightly increased. Yeah, they have 30 instead of 28. This Gallows Giant, though, would be fun to play around with. It's got a flamethrower instead of the regular cannon. Let's see, you needed guns. Guns, guns, and more guns. So let's get you some proper guns. Ooh. A couple deck gunners wouldn't go amiss. And one of these. Some riding Leviathans would be cool. I think I might save them for Luthor's army, though. Though he's kind of got his focus already set. So what do we need out of you? Assault units get additional casualties. Yeah, kidnapping works.
Fleet captain, reporting. Just say so.
Deal with me or fight me. You will gain nothing but misery.
They're cowards. Known for it.
If you say so, crazy guy. So we got all the way up to Arcane Conduit, so let's work our way down the replenishment. Let's get you on that rod, Promethean.
All bones on deck. Fly the flag.
Orders.
That guy will revive pretty quickly. Spread public order. Try digging again.
Off deck. Move.
Seems to be having some issues. Well, I'm a lot closer than anywhere else.
Captain, on deck.
We'll go see if we can have an adventure. Up north where the Dark Elves live. Just 7 more turns. Seven more turns. Looks like, I think that was Crone Hellebron attempting to assault Lothar. By herself, not the best plan. See, she would have 100% gotten her butt kicked right there. Lotharn's going to have some pretty great defenses at this point, at this late in the game, at this late stage. Clan Pestilence is wandering the jungle, doing their thing. While we've got the Awakening and the Galleon's Graveyard to kind of recruit armies from once we start making some decent coin again. Which should hopefully be relatively soon. I'm surprised the Warriors of Chaos are still around, but they're probably wreaking havoc up here with the Empire. Looks like Skeggy's giving up on their pursuit. Yeah. Really?
The lust is upon me. Let's fight.
Won't stop
The value
making
lies
dumb
outside
choices.
of the break. Bill. I have sailed the world.
Let's see. Finish the replenishment.
Corsair of the night. The sea brings death.
Landfolk are weak.
Stick you back in the Galleon's Graveyard for the moment.
Admiral of the fleet.
And let's go ahead and we'll disband the animated hulks, and we will take a couple rotting leviathans.
Admiral! The sea brings death.
This guy can start sailing north because we're going to be making our way to Lothern.
An unknown quantity.
Let's see, we will give you the lucky charm so you can get shot, because right now
A
it's
steadfast deputy.
high elves, so they're going to be giving us trouble, I'm sure, with range. Let's go hard to hit.
All of aboard.
Let's see. Not much in the way of infantry, but they do have. We've only got 162 range, and I'm pretty sure our guns outdo them significantly.
Curse my crowded psyche.
The crew are restless.
Luthor Harkon.
Let's see. Yeah, they're getting pretty well stomped on by Nagaron and Marathi. By Malekith and Marathi. Oh, I've got a very low reliability. I must have at some point declared war on somebody. Oh, I must have had I had a thing with Clan Scryer probably.
Murder them. Start the onslaught. All their valuables are mine. The stronger, the better.
Honestly, I could create a small, like a tiny little outpost over here. That would be kind of fun. Let's go with the hunger for you because you need to be healing while you're fighting. And for this guy, Powder Monkey.
Fleet captain.
We're
Course
moving
plotted.
north with you.
Blow it sky high.
Establish pirate code.
Fear me. We'll soon round up the scurvy rats.
Could mess with them with some corruption. They don't have much in the way of gold over here. So I'm actually gonna mess with them with their corruption a little bit,
Avast!
because I think fire in the hole. Why not? Let's see. And
They're
this,
cowards.
yeah. So they all
Known
have
for
it. So I'll be messing with this province completely with corruption. You're building up your fleet.
All bones on deck.
You're going to start sailing.
time?
You're already sailing in that direction. 6 more turns until that's ready. Okay.
All set.
You need a gunnery
Your
white.
will.
You need a gunnery
I have
white.
sailed
You
the
have
world.
one.
My mind
You have
rages.
one. You have one. So we need 2 gunnery whites.
What is your demand?
Ready.
And we have the room. Let's see. Research Dark Majesty.
My pistols speak better than I.
Let's see. Nope. You know what? I want him on that running Promethean. Because that'll elevate his line of sight a little bit.
Vampire of the waves.
Fallen deckhands.
Okay, he doesn't have the ability to recruit them, but this one should. Gunnery white, tough lore keeper.
My pistols speak better than I.
Sea dog.
My pistols speak better than I.
And the next thing I'll probably be getting is... So I'll also be able to get some Morngul Haunters, which actually...
Ours is the sea.
I don't have the building for Morngul Haunters? I don't.
Blood and plunder.
Alright, I need the thing for the Black Coffin, which I do actually have enough population. I have a ridiculous amount of population surplus, so I could totally build a Black Coffin. And I would want to build this up to get Morngul Hunters. So that'll probably be the last 2 things. How about the Harpoon Launcher? Oh, the choices. I think it's gonna have to be Harpoon Launcher. Let's see. What don't I need anymore? I don't really need Pyrocrust, so I can get rid of the Steel Anchor once I fill up. So I'll get the Harpoon Launcher, the Black Coffin, and then once I have the population surplus enough, I can just go back and build the ship's hold so that I can get the Morngul Hunters.
Crazy! Not
Okay, that's the plan, at least for now. I'm sure we'll have to make amends to it. Okay, so the High Elves are kind of freaked out right now because they weren't expecting an attack. Oh! Lothern just got itself in a bit of a pickle. But Nagarond is just getting happier and happier with me the more I assault them. I'm gonna have to get back to Val's Anvil and what's it called? Sack that settlement before they get to it. Because I want to kind of lay claim to a piece of the pie in Ulth 1. I don't want the entirety of it because I won't be able to hold it, but if I can get a small section of it to kind of work towards giving me lots of money, that would be ideal. So that's the direction we'll go with that. Just a little bit longer, and then we don't have to deal with that, with the Winds of Magic debuff and all that. We're going to be buffed with the Winds of Magic. We'll have United Mind with Harkon. It's going to be pretty great. He's going to have... I've never actually gotten him all the way to United Mind and seen how it's like to cast spells with him. Whether he has like the most upgraded version, I'm assuming that's what they would give him, as the most upgraded version of those spells. I don't see why they would make it a prize of, oh, you can now use his use the spells of the deep, but they're the least upgraded, weakest version. Oh, did they must have confederated with? Yeah, they must have confederated with what's their names? Mulder, I think it was. Yeah, I think it's Clan Mulder. And Skeggy just completely took over Mazda Mundi. Maybe I'll do some sort of Mazda Mundi campaign and kind of showcase the difficulty that there is. We'll have to see. That might come after the Malekith campaign. Oh, we just got this guy. As a high elf prince, Fiorin Wavemaker had lived a life of luxury, but as is the case with many who want for nothing, materially speaking, eventually began to feel empty and yearn for something more. One afternoon along the coast of Safre, he set sail into the mist of the Sea of Dreams in a small sailing boat with no other soul on board. Upon returning many hours later, Fiorin rushed to the harbor of Port Elistor and had a large vessel commissioned, a weapon of war he could name Wavebreaker. Many months later, with the mighty warship Wavebreaker completed, Prince Fiorin set sail through the Straits of Lothern, with a crew made up of the most loyal from his court. Nobody knows exactly what caused him to give up everything and choose a life at sea, but whatever happened, that one fateful afternoon in the mists is undoubtedly where it all began. So he's going to be sailing probably for the Galleon's Graveyard. The Galleon's Graveyard is really well defended and will have...
Yes?
Standing by.
Captain.
We will pitch one of you. No. Pitch one of you.
What is your demand?
Because this guy was never too much about guns.
Fair wind.
Obey your quartermaster. My pistols speak better than I.
Ready.
And for you... I think it's going to have to be the Sirens.
Orders.
Find a powder cook.
On decks.
Okay. This treasure lives over here. Come to a coast ravaged by talon and claw, but not miss the point, for it traces the way to a monolithic secret. Okay, so it's the monoliths.
Land lubbers. Sail away.
Yeah, it's the monoliths
Await
over here.
the next wind. Time to go. So. second this.
Insults to horned rat.
Oh god.
All ship shape!
Skaven Blight's completely upgraded. It's got everything it could ever
We'll
want from
soon
a...
round up the scurvy rats.
I hate no furs.
Here's hoping it's not building up an army to send my way.
For eternity.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Overland.
King of the Vampire Coast. Cutthroats, kill!
Come over here.
Straight in, you dregs!
Decimate Falls Anvil.
Leave nothing behind. My madness is not weakness.
Where to? Plunder plenty.
They could go
Alright,
either way.
give you immortality.
Seaborn death.
I think we will work on a bit more. Our magic is pretty much everything I want. We'll go with a little bit more in the Drowned Dead. And actually,
This
for
isn't
you,
the god's victory. It's mine.
we can totally build the Black Coffin. We're not going to do that.
Another victory.
We're not going to be doing that. She's making her way to the monoliths. We'll take we'll take Val's Anvil and then we'll go back to Torsathi.
I cannot rewrite
They can't go
reality.
around, but this army looks like it's coming down south. But I don't think it should be able to take out.
Yes?
Here's what we'll do.
Back to your ranks. Come now, Red Chief.
Slightly this way.
Make this quick.
That way he won't be able to
Unwise.
reach us. And we'll be outside of Val's Anvil, so that kind of forces him to go over there. Queen best now. Okay. Let's see what they'll think of. Oh, looks like they're going to try to reinforce Lothar to kind of push them out. Alright, it worked. But they're so weak, their armies are so decimated over here that even though they push Malekith out, they're not going to be able to come over here and mess with my guys too much. He looks like he's going to probably push over here and try to take out some of these armies until Malekith gets back. They really, the AI really should have a Black Ark sailing in with them. Because I think they're recruiting from main hubs over here and then sending their armies down south. It's fine to send like a bunch of waves like that, but those Black Arks are kind of the backbone of the Druki. So they need to be focusing on that. Is that Skaven corruption messing with me? I have a feeling it is. Not gonna lie, I'm a touch worried about Clan Scryer. They have the potential to be a significant thorn in my side. And they're kind of like, they're the remnants of our war with Count Noctilus. Okay, so we constructed the Black Coffin. We'll have to get into the sea at some point with Luthor Harkon because sometimes
Harkon rolled
their ships have an
as you
upgrade.
were.
Alright, so let's come over
Move
here.
your spineless bags!
This should be decisive.
A mass murder is due. The Pirate King holds sway here.
Blood and plunder. We should act now.
I am listening.
Okay, so we need to get up to the harpoon launcher. Once we get up to the harpoon launcher and rebuild our growth, we're going to build that one building. This guy, the ship's hold.
I am the Pirate King.
Fair wind! Undead raiders.
Hang on, let's go up to the monolith.
Sea master.
See if we can actually get a reward for this one. Nope,
En route.
looks like we can't dig
I'll
just
lash
yet.
the stragglers.
So we'll wait there.
And toil.
Can't establish a pirate coast because we just established a pirate coast a little while, or a pirate cove a little while ago. Let's check up
They're
here.
cowards. Known for it.
Right here, we gotta wait 13 turns. Okay. Well, while we're here,
Onwards.
might as well go reveal that over there.
I will burn your salty.
Ship shape. Shamble.
Landfolk are weak. Admiral of the fleet.
We're gonna go over here and maybe be able to spot the. Yeah, he's moving south. He's probably heading for the galleon's graveyard.
Let us raid.
Can afford a slight ship upgrade. The heavy ballast, I think, yeah, that's the pirate growth.
I reserve judgment.
Deadeye.
An admiral to
And
be
for
admired.
you, was working our way here.
All set.
No ship upgrades, not yet. There's not a crazy good reason to. And these are just deckhands.
I thirst.
So no sense in just in not just like consolidating them and re-recruiting
Ours
from
is
the raised
sea.
dead pool.
I have sailed the world.
I mean, the upkeep reduction would be nice. That would help with my. So we'll do that, and then we'll try to upgrade it as soon as we can. In 3 turns, we'll have the Curse of Bountiful Treasure available to us, so that'll help us out a bit. 4 turns on the counter. It'll be 3 turns next turn. Oh, yeah. High elf damaged walls. How dare you? How dare you touch what I've decided is my stuff? Oh, there's a black arc for them. Let's move them along. We're more interested in Clan Scryer over here. I want to see what they're plotting. Didn't show much. I honestly could I could send these 2 ships once they've dealt with that sea shanty verse. I could send them over to Clan Scryer to start raiding and decimating over there. It's not a horrific idea.
Forget it.
The crew are restless. Rajon!
Curse my crowded psyche. Guard them like fish. We will not be held.
Can occupy here, and now we own Calidor. Need that. Can use that because this will give the armies in the area an extra ability, and this is always good to have some
Blood
public
and
order.
plunder.
But this is going to be
Luthor Harkon.
mainly a hub of. Let's go hard to hit. Mainly a hub for profit, than recruiting or anything like
This
that.
isn't the god's victory. It's mine.
Let's go with reanimated
unknown
marksman
quantity.
and let's see, speed of Mornghuls or Sirens. Speed of Mornghuls, and we'll have to get you a couple Mornghuls because right now that she's got a Rotting Promethean and Animated Hulk.
Vampire of the waves. Don't linger.
Actually, we want her standing like
I
that.
have arrived.
Oop, I like that.
Souls are booty.
But she's
Follow,
standing over here.
shipmates.
The reason is if this comes over here, it has to deal with.
The galleon
Let's
awaits.
see. Don't think it.
Swiftly now.
I doubt it matters too much, but
Admiral of the fleet.
okay. Let's see. You are stronger with your guns, so let's have you
Hey-ho.
investigate. Explore the island. Real easy.
Drop anchor, or we fight. Landfolk are weak.
Yes, at once.
Yes?
Deck gunners took a little bit of damage, which is unfortunate. So let's go reanimated marksman. And for you, tenacity. Make sure you don't die. For this one, got all the way to arcane conduits. So let's go with tenacity as well because you're going to be in the kind of the front lines a little bit.
Deckhands, fall in.
This lord
Build
can
the
keep
sails.
moving. It's going to take. We'll have her take this. And let's dig the monolith.
Thin out the cattle.
Oh, this one actually triggered. Nice. So we got that. Awesome. Who is Tuto's Adley,
An unknown quantity.
the one helping out Luthor. And tenacity.
My mind's worn of mutiny.
This is the vampire in Luthor's army, so we want the drowned dead.
There is little honor
And powder
amongst
monkey.
vampires.
Who's missing some stuff? Let's go with deception.
Time
Move
to
you over
move.
here. Research available. Thanks. Settlement upgrades. We can totally make some settlement upgrades. Let's see. Poxmarsh, no. Let's go with this. It's kind of sitting sad. We'll hold off on you. Let's go over here just in case. I don't trust Norskins. Don't trust Norskins as far as you can throw them. And they're kind of beefy, so you can't really throw them that far. Let's do this. And there's... It's asking me for a ship
Corsair
upgrade.
of the
Oh.
night.
Commandments available. I think that's everything for now. We can throw in some of that. Okay, and we are hitting that hour mark pretty close now, so I think this will be a good place to stop. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and we will see you all in the next episode. Have a good one.